Hi, I'm Jem from Under the Olive Tree, and I'm really excited to announce that my new summer shawl pattern is now available as a free download, and there is a knit along happening now from now until the end of August. So I'll pop all the links below for where you can download the pattern. But this is it. This is called Bring Me Sunshine, and it's a One-Skein shawl pattern, and it works really well to show off all the colours in a variegated sock yarn. So it takes one skein, although it is really easy to adapt. So if you prefer your shawls on a larger side, you can make a 2-skein version, and details on how to do that are provided in the pattern. But the pattern itself has a really easy to memorise stitch pattern. So it's worked in sections of stockinette and then sections of yarn over knit 2 together lace. So if you've never knitted lace before, this would be a really good one to have a go. There is a tutorial linked in the pattern on how to do the yarn over knit 2 together lace. And also there's a handy hints and tips page provided in the pattern as well, so it kind of goes through how to read your knitting, so you can very quickly spot if you go off track. So yeah, this is Bring Me Sunshine, and as you can see, it's a nice size. I tend to wear my shawls more as scarves, so yeah, this is how I would wear it, but you could also wear it the more traditional way, I guess, which is kind of over the shoulders. So it's a really nice summer project. The sample here was knitted with my yarn, which is the Arizona Sundown colourway. So it's full of reds and pinks and oranges, yellows. Actually, I've got a skein here I can show you. So this is Arizona Sundown. And if I open it up, you can see all the different colours in the skein. So that is what this sample was knitted with. And I also did another sample as well. So I made a sample with my current yarn of the month, which is going to be available throughout June and July. So this is version 2, which is knitted with Summer Nights. So this one has lots of pinks and purples and yellows, and it's also on the sparkle base as well. You can see that sparkle. So this is Summer Nights. As I say, it's my yarn of the month for June and July. And if I open it up, you can see it's got the bright sunshine yellows, it's got the pinks, it's got the midnight blues, and it's got lots and lots of sparkle, which, I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of sparkle, right? So that's Purple Skies, but Purple Skies, that's Summer Nights. So, but as I say, the shawl will work with any skein of sock yarn. So if you've got one in your stash, you can use that, or there are lots and lots of other colourways available on my website. When you download the free pattern, this is what you get, and there's some information here on the design, and there's also some details on how to join the knit along, which I will talk about in a minute. There's also some pattern notes, so with the sizing, stitches used and materials. So as I mentioned, it uses a 3.75mm circular needle. I used an 80cm one, but if you don't have a circular needle, you could probably squeeze it all onto long straights. Also takes 8 stitch markers. So the way the pattern's written, it's done in repeat sections, so you can use stitch markers to mark off those repeats, which can be quite handy, especially if you get to the end of the row and you're one stitch out. You can refer back to the sections between the stitch markers and quickly identify where the error may be. So there are written instructions provided, and there's a section on how to block your shawl at the end, and there's also charts as well if you prefer working from charts. And then at the end, you've got a handy stitch count checklist. So as you work through row by row, you can tick the rows off and just make sure you've got the right amount of stitches for each row. And at the back, you've got a handy hints and tips page. So this would be really useful if you've never knitted lace before. It kind of talks about how you can read your knitting, so you can make sure that when you come to do the yarn over knit two together sections, that it always falls in the right place. And there's also some information on how you can read your knitting so you know when to start the next lace column. So you might find after a few repeats you don't actually need to refer to the pattern, as it is quite intuitive. So the pattern is available as a free download, but there are also kits available on the website. So with the kits you can choose any colour of yarn in the online shop, so any yarns in the 4-ply sock range, whether it's the merino and nylon mix or the sparkle sock. You can choose your favourite colourway and add that to your kit. Kits come in these nice organza bags, and you also get a little stitch marker with the kit as well. So let's have a little look. So you can also choose to add on, if you want to, you can add on a needle. So you can add your 3.75mm 80cm circular needle. And you can also choose to add a printed copy of the pattern. So if you don't have access to a printer, I can print that off and include it in your kit for you. And you can also choose to add a little tin of 8 stitch markers. So these stitch markers, they'll all be assorted designs, but they'll have either the fixed ring fixing, or they will have the lever back fixing, which you can undo. But either way, these are both fixings will be big enough for the needle, so you can just slide them across when you come to them. So yeah, you can choose to add those to your kit as well. So let's talk about the knit-along. So there's 3 different ways that you can take part in the knit-along. If you're on Instagram, you can post a photo of your finished shawl to your Instagram account, tag me at olivetreegem, and use the hashtag #BringMeSunshine_KAL. On Facebook, you can join the Under the Olive Tree Knitters Facebook group, where there will be weekly prompts for people to chat about their shawls, post any progress pics, and also your final pic of your shawl as well. You can pop into the Facebook group. And if you're not on Instagram or Facebook, you can still join via email. So just email me a photo of your finished shawl to gem@undertheolivetreeknits.com. and you'll be put into the prize draw, because there will be prizes. So there's 3 different ways that you can take part. If you do all 3, that will be 3 entries into the prize draw, and the prize draw will happen on the 1st of September. So prizes will be announced very, very soon, but there's a couple under wraps. So there will be some yarn up for grabs. There will be some patterns and other bits and bobs as well. So do keep an eye out on socials or on the newsletter, as I will be announcing details of the prizes very, very soon. So if you do download the free pattern, please do consider joining the knit along. It's always a lot of fun. I really enjoy seeing the photos pop up on my Facebook and Instagram, and you never know, you could be a lucky winner at the end of it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the free pattern. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.